I've had some great experiences here at Baldwin, from the time I came from a Catholic school that's no longer with us, Bishop McDowell. I came to the Baldwin School District in second grade, and from second grade on, I've kind of really got, used to public school life. Like back when I was in Bishop McDowell, I used to have to dress up every day and wear a certain pair of clothes. So, coming to a normal school, being able to wear whatever you want to do, like, some of the stuff that you still need to do for school, but being able to do it at your own pace was really good for me. I mean, I was never really that into school, but once I got to the high school, I started to realize that times are changing, you're going to need an education, so I just had to push through. Right, today I'm going to be talking about all the great experiences I've had with a lot of you in the room. Particularly, I consider a lot of people my friends, even though you may not consider me your friend. If I have one good experience with anyone, I consider my friend, just because, good experiences lead everywhere. I'm going to start off in ninth grade. Ninth grade was a big change for pretty much anyone, coming up to the high school, being, afraid of all the bigger kids and stuff like that. It was a real drastic change, but I think I fit in pretty well. I got to know a lot of the seniors, juniors, and sophomores. And then, middle school, our class of 2015, we weren't really that close. We had a whole bunch of different cliques, but when we came up to the high school, it changed. Everyone started talking to everyone again, because everyone knew that, cliques in society, it just doesn't work. So ninth grade, I have to say, favorite class was Mr. Bench's class. Though we messed with Mr. Bench a lot, he was a really good teacher. We just gave him a hard time because we're a class of 2015. Even Mr. Wetmiller down at the middle school told us that we were the worst class he's had in 30 years. So, it really wasn't good, but we messed with Mr. Bench a lot, but we all changed. We became friends with Mr. Bench, even though we did some really bad things in his class that I wish not to discuss. Moving on, 10th grade. 10th grade was that was the year that I kind of gave up on school. I started getting bad grades, didn't want to go to school anymore. Yeah, I wasn't that into Miss Tarpey's chemistry class. We messed with her a whole bunch too. We're just bad. We were a bad class. We threw a tape dispenser across her room. We took her $300 chemistry book home for Christmas break, brought it back to her wrapped in a present. And we messed with Miss Tarpey a lot too, though me and her still don't get along. She really dislikes me greatly. But I learned a lot in our class. It was a pretty tough class. Chemistry, it's not good to mess around with. Moving on, 11th grade, I would have to say 11th grade was probably the toughest year for me. Even though 10th grade I didn't want to do anything. 11th grade I actually started getting back into school, but just the constant badgering of Miss Jenkins trying to get all my essays done and turned in, it was not a good year, in her class at least. Other than that, every other class was just a breeze. Her class still wasn't the greatest kid until this year, 12th grade, where I'm ready to graduate, I'm ready to move on to the new world. Pretty much life lesson, make sure that you make the most of your life, because you don't know if it's going to end early or if it's just going to go the complete wrong way that you think it's going to go. I would like to give a shout out to Dr. Harold for, making me believe that English isn't hard anymore. I never was really that good at English. Math and science were my majors. So I just want you to all know that even though we probably won't see each other ever again until until the reunion, just want you guys to know that we're all really good friends.